Topic is sanitation and primary education. In this documentary, we will discuss about the issues of sanitation and primary education. This picture is to indicate and suggest the people the ways of sanitation. This picture is to aware of sanitation. Now come to site of non-sanitation where people are not aware of the ways of sanitation. Documentary agenda. In this documentary agenda, first we will discuss the introduction of the problem, then cost of poor sanitation, government awareness, role of NGOs and private sector. Now this picture shows the words of famous person about the sanitation. More temples than toilets, more mobiles than toilets. This video shows the data of sanitation in India and world. We can say that the reason about these data is poverty, uneducated person who practice open defecation. This is not a single reason, but also educated person are not aware of sanitation. In India, which position you will want to choose? India, next superpower in world or world's largest open air law? Because it is a case of misplaced priorities. Now point is costs of poor sanitation in India. There are lot of reasons behind this as often defecation, dropout of school and mobile phone more than toilets. This newspaper report also shows the data of cost of poor sanitation in India. In India also in government colleges, there is no awareness of sanitation and lack facilities in sanitation. Words of the father of nation is, sanitation is more important than freedom. Now come to the ways where government takes the steps. In the way of sanitation in India, the role of government distributed in three parts as national level, state level and urban local bodies. Schemes of government and vision of government behind the sanitation. In India, government make more and more policy and rules of sanitation, but when government don't aware the sanitation, then what we will expect from people of India? By Indian government provide schemes for toilets in rural and urban to improve the quality of life of rural and urban people and to provide privacy and dignity to women.
This is Yelur village in the state of Maharashtra. The stillness of the early morning is broken by a familiar sound. This is the Khanta Gadi doing its rounds, collecting solid waste from each home as it has done for the past 2 years. This is part of a sustainable practice adopted by this community to manage the waste generated in the village and make the environment clean and healthy. These efforts have built upon the community's initiatives to become both open defecation free and manage solid waste and liquid waste within the village. Damner is a good example of a successful solid and liquid waste management program run by the local government, the Panchayat. Across India, similar quiet revolutions are underway as thousands of rural communities have come forward to achieve total sanitation. This is the result of a collective resolve to transform their sanitation status, stopping open defecation and going beyond to achieve a clean and healthy environment in which all waste is safely disposed. Total sanitation needs to be given the highest importance. Clean water and sanitation and improper disposal of solid and liquid waste. Rotting piles of smelly garbage and stagnant wastewater are not only a health risk but also an eyesore, the removal of which contributes to improving the quality of life. Experience from the field shows that waste management initiatives succeed only when the whole community is fully involved. Motivators are trained in participatory approaches to facilitate community mobilization. People are sensitized to realize that ending open defecation is only the first step. Non-human waste also needs to be addressed. House-to-house visits are also undertaken to create awareness of the importance of waste management. The first step in the safe disposal of solid waste is its segregation into biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. To ensure that segregated waste does not get mixed up during transport, a vehicle with compartments is used to pick up the waste from different points and bring it to the treatment site. To facilitate treatment, information on a range of technology options is made available along with the associated costs and benefits. This helps each user select the option that best matches their requirements and budgets. Depending on the technology option adopted, biodegradable waste can be used to produce nutrient-rich compost that can be sold or used for plantation activities. It can also be digested in a biogas plant to produce a clean kitchen fuel. Treated wastewater can be used for watering a park or discharged into a river. These advantages are in addition to the benefit of living in a clean environment without unsightly mounds of rotting garbage or wastewater. In case of liquid waste, the grey water which comes from the kitchen or bathroom can also contain pathogens. Wastewater is treated at home through a soak pit, or it is connected through pipes to a community drainage system and then treated.
And now, public sector initiative to remove the sanitation from India. First is Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan or total sanitation. Second, Nirmal Gram Praskar. And third is central. Some NGOs and private sector also play a role in sanitation. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Sullivan International Social Service. Media also have a big role in creating awareness related to sanitation. Media can create awareness by making different. These are the primary school students from a district of UP, which used to go door to door and make people aware of the bad effect of the poor sanitation and over defecation. They used to beat drums and chanting slogans as they go down the lanes and meeting families. They make cacophony of noise, ensuring that their voice have a message and purpose to make their place clean. They want to make their place free from open defecation. They study in primary school of village where many good practice can be taught. The children now understand the importance of cleaning hands and washing with soap. The next step is for family to inculcate and make toilets in their homes. By doing this practice, the children of the village can be safely live. The responsibility of parents should not be only giving them good food. It also includes good sanitation and clean environment.
Primary education Shiksha, Hindi word known as education. In India, sanitation and primary education have more issues and effect of these issues. Sanitation and primary education are connected to each other. If in school sanitation facility is not there, then it affected to primary education also. In school, rain catching systems provide the enough water for a single school. This is a way of sanitation and provide pure water. Primary education is more important for both girls and boys. This scheme started by Indian government to provide sanitation is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. This message show to us to join the way of sanitation and provide the sanitation to our country. In the school, toilets are more important than other things. Teachers have responsibility to provide better facility of toilets and taught the lesson of sanitation, then they will understand that what is importance of sanitation.
This is Rajasthan, the place where I live. But this is also Rajasthan, a place where girls are often treated as a burden. My name is Pooja. My parents married me off when I was 1.5 months old. My grandfather had just died and all our relatives had gathered. So, my parents decided to save money on a separate wedding feast later and married me off at that time itself. People in my community think that educating girls is a complete waste. That is why they spend money on sending the boys to school, while girls stay at home and do housework. So, like most women in our tribe, my mother cannot read or write and will spend all her life doing hard labor like this. One day, without even asking my father, she just took me away from home and put me in this school nearby. My father was really angry, but my mother said she wanted me to study so that I could have a better life. So now, for the first time in my life, I am in school. It is called Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya or KGBV. I really like living with my friends here. Every morning we get up and get ready quickly. We have learned to brush our teeth, use a toilet and be clean and tidy. Morning exercises are great fun. And I love the food here. In just 1 or 2 months, I started looking so good that my mother didn't even recognize me. And you know, even though I never went to school before, my teachers have helped me to catch up in my studies in just a few months. Now, I can read and write. I can do sums. But my favorite is computer class. I never thought that school could be so much fun. When I go home, I tell everyone we must be clean and tidy. I still help my mother, but now there is one small change. If my brother has any problems in his studies, I am able to help him too. People in my village still tell my mother, "What's the use of educating Pooja?" As if you are going to make her a politician or something. My mother just smiles and says that the school is free, so it is no extra burden on her. And when I grow up and get a job, then my life will be much better than what anyone in the village could ever imagine. I really hope I can make her dreams come true.